Am I on? Yeah, I am on. Hello, everyone. This is Coach Kemi, CEO and founder of How to Think Global Consulting Empire. It's great to be here today. And we have an exciting topic today, an exciting topic today. And who are the people I help? I help private clients and female corporates aspiring for senior positions to senior positions up to C-level, C-suite level, and boardroom level positions to identify and define right and result-oriented thinking that will affect in the highest levels of productivity and performance. That's simple. If you want to do great at work, then you want to work with me. If you're doing great, oh, I'm so sorry about that. I was kicked out again on my phone and I was just setting my laptop up so that I could go on my laptop and do this live. I apologize. I started, and just in case I introduced myself and I told you who I was working with. So really, if you want to do better at work and you want to get promoted quickly, because you aspire for senior positions, you need to work with me. That's simple. That's simple. So today's topic is CEO thinking and emotions. I've got my notes here, so I'm going to be referring to it if you see me looking down. How high-level leaders use emotions to help them make pivotal decisions. You see, the decisions that a CEO makes, I thought I had gone live there. The decisions that a CEO makes, they are pivotal. They turn the organization one way or another. And so if you aspire for C-suite level or boardroom level, you need to be aware that depending on how you are feeling, and I'll connect that to thinking, will determine how you make your decisions and how you make your choices, okay? And you are going to work every day. You're speaking with people every day. Life happens every day. What are you going to do about it? I was doing some research. In the process of the research, let me just bring that up. I looked at the Harvard Business Review. And there's a part of this particular article I want to share with you is 4 things that set successful CEOs apart. Hi, Lynn. 4 things that set successful CEOs apart. Now, there's a paragraph there that says, and I'll read it quickly. They was talking about writing about the research. Our findings challenged, and this was done in the United States. Our findings challenged many widely held assumptions. For example, our analysis revealed that while boards often gravitate toward charismatic extroverts, introverts are slightly more likely to surpass the expectations of their boards and investors. We were also surprised, I want you to listen to this closely, to learn that virtually all CEO candidates had made material mistakes in the past. Your mistakes are irrelevant. And I have met so many women who aspire for senior positions and they think because they don't have this or they haven't done that or they don't have this particular industry experience, they will not be promoted. And so they demote themselves in their thinking and stay low. We were also surprised to learn that virtually all CEO candidates had made material mistakes in the past, and 45% of them had had at least one major career blow up that ended a job or was extremely costly to the business. Some of us don't want to let people know why a job ended. Why? Why should you be open and honest about it? Yeah, and I'll tell you why that's important. Yet more than 78% of that subgroup of candidates ultimately won the top job. More than 78%. In addition, we found that educational pedigree or lack thereof in no way correlated to performance. You see, your degree or lack of degree is totally irrelevant. Albeit I'm a certified coach, but I'm not a certified how to think coach. And no one ever asks me for my qualifications. I have 2 degrees. None of them have not anything to do with coaching. Absolutely none. And what's that doing for me right now? Only 7% of the high-performing CEOs we studied had an undergraduate Ivy League education, and 8% of them didn't graduate from college at all. College in the United States is university. Didn't. And I was working with a client recently, and I said, okay, let's create your CV, an HR director. And I said, we are going to copy the style of a CEO CV, CEO style CV. And it was sparse, it was straight to the point, they were not wasting time, it wasn't 3 pages long, it was 1 page. 1 page. And that's what that person was putting out there. Dion says mistakes are irrelevant. Don't disqualify yourself straight away. And the first place we disqualify ourselves is in our thinking. Now, this was a May to June 2017 article in the Harvard Business Review. 4 things that set successful CEOs apart. 4 things that set successful CEOs apart. And I'm talking to females. I work with females who aspire for C-suite level, boardroom level positions, any senior position. So you need to be behaving like this already. All right. So those 4 things are: number 1, deciding with speed and conviction. Deciding with speed and conviction. Number 2, engaging for impact. Not just engaging for impact. There are many coaches, let me digress here, who go to a networking event and in their heads, in their eyes, networking, got to get business. No, engage for impact. A successful CEO engages with the stakeholders and members, employees and directors and C-suite levels for impact, not what can I get. It's for impact, great impact. Number 3, adapting proactively. Don't wait to be told. Don't wait for certain things to be in place. Don't wait for the whole herd to be called. Adapt. Be proactive in adapting. When there is change, adapt. Don't stand by the water cooler having water cooler chatter about how it should not have happened, how it should have happened. And number 4, delivering reliably. Your deliverability should be with reliability. You don't just, I tried. So how do they use their emotions? How do high-level leaders use emotions to help them make pivotal decisions? Before I answer that question, let me say this. Emotions, which are a function of thought, supersede these 4 points I have shared with you. They supersede. Why? Because everyone thinks, therefore everyone has emotions. So many of us just go for all this high, big stuff. It's very simple. You are thinking every second of your life. With every thought comes a decision. With every thought, it becomes who you are. Because the principle for as he thinks in his heart, so is he, is true. It always works. So you need to be mega, super aware of your own thoughts, what you are thinking, what they call internal conversation. But I've noticed in my life, I just silence it. I just keep it quiet and keep running, and then get frustrated because certain things are not working. Why? Because I am not taking time with my thoughts. Simon T. Bailey says, hire for attitude. Hire attitude, train for success. It's easy to train someone with a great attitude for success. Now, attitude is connected to emotions. So how do high-level leaders use emotions to make pivotal decisions? But number 1, by controlling them. Number 2, by being aware of them. And the biggie, number 3, by having a third eye. Their third eye is a coach. I don't know if this has ever happened to you, but it's happened to me over and over and over again, till I began to notice that there was a pattern. If I'm upset, and upset is an emotion, anger, hurt, someone died last week, or my kid is in hospital. It brings up, I'm thinking on it, whoa, my kid's in hospital, what's going to happen? And I get emotional about it. But I've got to go into work. I've got to lead myself. Forget leading everyone else or my organization or my deliverability ability. I've got to, life goes on. But if I stop life, I just bury my hands, it's because of my thinking. So I know all this is still happening. I'm divorced. So when I got divorced, I knew when my husband left, I've got to step up and be strong and be mommy and daddy. Wrong. I can only be mommy. Because I fell ill after that. Wrong. I can only be mommy. I cannot be mommy and daddy and all those things. That was my thinking. And so I kept falling ill. I was super stressed. Why? Because of the way I was thinking. So, no successful CEO and those aspiring to be so succeed without a third eye. Successful CEOs have a third eye. So what their third eye is their coach. Their third eye helps them to be aware of their thoughts that leads to their emotions that affects how they make pivotal decisions for the organization and by controlling them. Because you might say, oh, well, do you just want me to be cold? Do you want me to be cold? Well, that leads me to what I would like to offer you. I'm running, I have a June offer. This just for the month of June, 6 spots only. Now, let me make sure I'm saying it to you properly. I would like to invite you to join me for this June 2018 offer. It's called Emotional Intelligence. Discover how to manage your emotions at work without being cold, without shelving it, without, okay, I don't need this, so it doesn't matter. Everybody knows I'm a woman and, this is how life is. No, it doesn't work like that. You're not a woman. You're not trash. You are a woman. You're an intelligent, strong, brilliant, not average woman. So it's a half-day VIP day. And if you're interested, please send me an email at contactme@coachkemi.com. I will put it in the comments. I forgot to put it in the title. Or otherwise, slide very gently into my inbox on Facebook or send me a message right here on my business page or send me a message via LinkedIn and I will come right back to you. What we will need to do is to have a conversation because this is not for everyone. I will need to have a conversation with you to find out if you're a good fit for this program or not. And I promise you, if after our conversation, I find you're not a good fit for you, I'm not the best person that can help you, I will definitely be referring you to someone that can. Okay, I hope this has served you. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. If you would like me to remind you about these lives, I come up at 2 p.m. every day, Monday to Friday. Simply let me know and I will send you some information so that you can get on my list and I can remind you. The Lord bless you and keep you. Stay strong. It's Coach Kemi. Bye-bye.